Hey guys, what's up? It's Quicksilver here, and I've been busy, and I bet you can tell what I've been busy with. If you followed my video series, you saw in the last one that I have found a skeleton dungeon finally, and we had started prepping really for this tower, and really the last time we were building down. I finished out building, I guess, the spiral staircase and everything to get us down there, and went ahead and finished building the topper here. I had mentioned I wanted to build some kind of tower or something that had a little more presence to it, and I think I've achieved that goal. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turned out. Yeah, I mean it looks pretty decent from afar, but let's go ahead and head over here, and I will take you guys inside and kind of show you what I've got, what I've been doing. I guess first things first, I built kind of an entryway. I think it looks kind of cool from below. Yeah, I'm still just using dirt to keep out all the nasties from out here. I gotta come up with a more of a long-term solution for that. But then, yeah, once we get in here, it's hollow right now. This dirt block represents how I've been getting up and down. Eventually I want to build some way to get up to the top of this tower so that we can get in and out of that thing and have kind of a cool view of everything, all points beyond the normal base. This is our spiral staircase, which does go all the way down there, and it's not too bad to navigate, but it does take a little bit of time. So really to get down there, this has been the way I'm doing that. Like I had mentioned, I had this kind of diamond pattern in the last one where I had hollowed out the middle, so when we drop in here, we have a water break at the bottom so we don't take any damage. And here we are down at the bottom. This is really, I guess, kind of what you guys could see before, but this does go all the way up. I'm kind of bummed that you can't see it because of the actual staircase itself. It's kind of cool looking when you're down here looking up, but I have finished everything out down here, but I have not touched anything, any of the real builds that we need to get done in here. So I've not done anything with the actual build of the Skelly Farm yet, and that I think is what we're going to do today. But yeah, everything else in here, man, this was a total pain in the ass, but it worked out pretty well, I think. As I mentioned before, you know, this is one complete turn of the tower, and that gets us up. Doesn't really look very impressive because you can't really see how far up we've gone. But I think we corkscrew up. That's 2. And this is going to be our 3rd corkscrew up, and that's really the top of the tower at that point, or the ground level, I guess, of the tower, I should call it. So that's pretty much what we've got going on. So I guess at this point, since I've got you guys as my captive audience, I will go ahead and get some materials together and kind of figure out what I want to do to start building out the Skelly Farm and the water mob evader so that we can move them up and around and get them where we want to kill them. But yeah, so that's the start of it, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've done some more work down here, guys. Actually, I've done a lot of work down here. First of all, I guess I've opened up the passageway here. I've kind of squared this area off, like I mentioned in my last video that I was going to do, so that I could build my kill room for my skeletons. So my plan here is the skellies are going to get motivated up and over and drop down right here into this area. I'll probably throw some glass in here so I can look at them, make faces at them, etc., etc. But anyway, I've got them dropping onto the hopper here, and I've got a very small, just 2 hopper chain that feeds into this chest. And then I've got, actually I have, interesting, I've got, these are the backs of staircases. So there we go, I can open that up and get to the skelly drops, which will of course be arrows and bones. I'll probably set up some more chests just for storage. I'm thinking maybe on this wall. And then over here, I'm probably going to pop out this area right here and just make some potions on demand. And we'll set up some splash healing potions. Maybe have a chest over here to store those in. But yeah, so it'll be a lot of storage in here is kind of what I'm thinking. In order to make those, I am going to need to have glistering melon though. So I will have to make a little miniature melon farm down here someplace too. Not sure where I want to do that yet. I could, I guess, power through this wall here and build it back in there. Monkey Farm actually has a really cool, actually I like his old melon farm better than his current one. He's using an automated one, which I think is pretty cool in theory, but I think I'm going to get more melons out of just a traditional melon farm that design that I think it's his design that I'll probably end up building here. We'll pop a lever and it'll crush the melons and give us all the drops. We'll just stand here and they'll all come to us. We'll pop the lever again and everything will go back in to grow some more. So I'm not sure if I have enough room. I think I probably do to build it in here, but I don't know. That'll be a project for another day. But yeah, so in the meantime, I've got this room dug out, and then more importantly, I have dug out and pretty much finished off most of this area. This was probably the most work. I did have to, I mentioned that I thought I was probably going to have to flatten off this area back here, which indeed I did. So I've got kind of an interesting little passageway, I guess, through here now. I don't know if maybe I'll do something fun back here. I say fun, I'm not sure what the hell I'll put back here, but it seems like a nice little area for like a coat closet or something, but since we don't have coats in Minecraft, maybe I can figure something else to do back there. So anyway, let's look at what I've got going in here. The basics of this is I've built my, I guess, the 3 diagonal blocks off of this thing that I need to do to build my 8x8 room, cage, whatever you want to call it. And the most important thing is this little block here in figuring that out. I've mentioned this before in my other builds, and I think every Minecraft builder or tutorial YouTuber out there probably drives it home as well, but I will do the same because I think it's exceptionally important if you want these things to work. I do have my F3 chords brought up here. I can't really get to them in the upper left corner of the screen right now. And I guess in order to figure out where you need your 4th block, you need to put your 3 diagonals and then figure out where your X and Z coordinates go down. So, and that happens to be this direction, so that tells you where you have to have your extra block of width and length to come off of this room to get your 8x8 spawnable area. The only other thing to note is I think I only need to have this thing 1 block below my spawner, but I did build it 2 blocks below. When I'm all finished off here, it's just pretty straightforward stuff. I'll fix this hole here. I'll get rid of all my torches and all that good stuff, but just prior to that, I'll throw water source blocks all on this wall. I've temporarily put in this little pool. I'll get that out of here when I throw the water in here. But what'll happen then, obviously, is our scales will spawn. They'll drop into the water. I'll probably put a half slab or 2 above this thing. I don't think they can spawn on top of here, but I just want to make sure there's no chance of that whatsoever. So I'll try and make this, I think it's it's a full 2 blocks. So I think if I just put a half slab above that thing, I don't think it'll interfere with the mob spawning, and it'll make sure that they can't spawn on top of that thing. Because the last thing I want is to have them hanging out up there. So once the water pushes them over here, these signs will stop the water that I have flooding the room from actually dropping off the edge here. So the scales will get pushed over, and then down here where they'll get moved down here, and obviously I have started doing the water channels. But then once they're in here and they'll start swimming up, I'm doing this the same way that I did the villager I guess breeding area. And I wanted to show this to you because I don't think I actually did that when I built that. I think that was something I did off camera. You can't really see it. Yeah, I can't even see it right here. I have about 6 blocks of water, and I probably don't even need that, but I want to make sure my skeletons don't take any damage. So right here I've got a sign on one of these walls. I can't even see it right now. But that'll give the mobs a chance to get a quick breath of air so they won't take any damage. It'll reset their drowning scale. So then what I've got to do is I'm at Y36, 37, whatever it is right now. That's my feet position. I want to get my feet position up to level 51. So what I've been doing is just bobbing up and down in the water, digging straight up like this. I'm a little concerned because I hear some bats. Oh, definitely don't want that. Okay, well that's interesting. I hear bats and I hear mobs. I hear zombies through the wall, so I'm not sure what I'll encounter as I dig up, but hopefully it will be uneventful. The nice thing about building these as opposed to the bigger ones, the bigger mob spawning areas, I guess, is when it's just a 1x1 like this, you just hold down space when you're bobbing up and down. It's real easy to target this wall, and you place your water source block, and it'll carry you up to the next one. So it's really, really easy to place everything that you need to make the mob evader for it. I'm going to go ahead and down here. Good, I forgot. I've got a sign down here, I believe, and that's probably what broke Yeah, cool. What broke the gravel? So that's a good thing. So good to know. Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to keep digging up and doing pretty much what I just showed you. And I will continue to place our water source blocks. Then once I get up there, I will have the water carry us over, and we'll basically create a scenario exactly like what we have here, where when the mobs come up, they'll swim up and bob up and down and get pushed down a little passageway. I have my X and Z coordinates already figured out for where they're going to drop in this room. So I know right where this is. This is X minus 298, Z 188. The mob-evader that we're building over there is already at the Z188 chord. So once I get them up to the right Y coordinate for where their feet are going to be, all I have to do is dig a passageway over this direction, which is the F coordinate tells you what direction you're facing. It's underneath the Z coordinate. So like right now on my screen it says I'm facing 2, which is north, that's 1, which is west. I want to actually carry it east, which is 3. So once I get my feet height over here to 51, which means the mobs are going to have a 23 block drop, and it should make them one-hit kills since they're all going to be scales. I don't have to worry about anything stronger or anything like that. The only thing I'll have to be remotely concerned about, and is a barely remote concern, is the scales that wear armor. Big deal, so there are going to be a few more hits. I don't really know that I care about that. So I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing, and like I said, when I get to Y51, I will dig over to the east, that direction, and once I hit, I think it was 288, or minus 288, which is only about 20 or so blocks, maybe not even that, then I will dig straight down, and I should fall right in where the skeletons are going to fall. And at that point, I'll put my water in place there, and we should be damn near done. So yeah, I'm going to go head off camera and finish placing those things, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I finished the, I guess the mob evader, and I've popped out all the torches that are back in there and on the way up and over. Went off smoothly without a hitch. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to really tell you, but I mean, it was pretty much, you know, before I ever finished out, actually before I ever started the mob evader, I double checked to make sure I knew the direction to go. I made sure that when I was pillaring up, it was in line with this thing with the Z coordinate, which was what counted from this direction, from I guess north to south. So I figured that out, and that was how I knew where to put the mob evader up, so that I just had a straight shot over to here. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and pop that guy out of there, throw in a couple of glass blocks there. So that should work for that, and then I think we're to the point where we need to finish up the water there, which I figured I would do with you guys. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I was just in here, and when I was popping torches out of this thing, immediately one of these guys spawned and started shooting at me, so it should be a little bit interesting to see how this goes down. As soon as we get it done, I will jump out of here and pop in the blocks there that we need, and that should pretty much do it. So I guess I'll start with that guy. Trying to think the easiest way to do this. I guess there's no real good way to do it, so I'm just going to bite the bullet. As soon as I start popping torches off the walls, they're going to start spawning. So I guess my best bet is let's just place our water, and then we'll use that. We'll use the fact that we'll have water pushing those guys into the trough. We'll fight the stream hopefully a little harder than they will, and that should do it at this point. Yeah. No, don't send me in there. Okay, so at this point, any mobs that spawn should start getting pushed that direction. I'm not even going to worry about collecting these torches. I don't care about them. If I get them, great. If I don't, that's also great. I don't really care. So let me get away from that, because that's where they're probably going to start spawning, if they're going to. Oh man, I hate fighting water flow. You know what though, actually I should pop that guy. It's going to be a pain in the ass, and the one up top, if I can get him up. There we go. First skelly. Yeah, go ahead, pal. You can have a torch to take with you, buddy. Alright, let's get this done. Then I'll pop this guy. It's challenge 2. I don't want to, although I guess I'm not in creative mode, I don't need to worry about hitting that thing and breaking it, so. Alright, there we go. We have a dark room. It will be in complete darkness as soon as I do this. And there we go. Alright. We should now be spawning mobs. I'll feel better once we have a couple of them fall. Anytime I do stuff like this, I'm always really nervous. It's like, what if I miscalculated something? What if they don't come down? Because going back into a room like that and relighting is just a pain in the ass. But I'll give that one guy that we saw a couple of seconds to do his thing and fall over here. Now, I did build, if I'm standing here against this wall, there we go, good, that's our one guy. One hit kill, so excellent, that's everything we wanted. If I stand here, I should be close enough that the spawner still recognizes us as being in range, and it should still keep kicking out, skeletons. I think I can hear them. Let's see if we can turn this up so we can all hear it, if anything. Yeah, I can. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I know YouTube kind of screws it up, and me talking over it isn't going to help. And maybe I was just hearing them up there, but that's what we wanted. Actually, it's interesting. I can actually hear the water flow. Yeah, alright, excellent. So they are definitely falling because those guys were not there before. So yeah, what I can probably do is, yeah, excellent. I can just go AFK right here just to make sure that none of them fall down low or try and glitch through the hopper there. And I can just hang out here. Man, I forgot about the bows. Oh my god, we're going to have so many bows. It's going to be ridiculous, guys. So, okay, yep, here they come. Alright, excellent. Yep. Alright. Looks like we have a working skelly farm now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and check the length on this. I'm not sure how much I've recorded, so I have absolutely no clue what we're looking at on time. But yeah, this is good. They all look like they're one-hit kills unless they've got armor on, which, you know, I pretty much figured those guys wouldn't be. But yep, and there we go. We've begun our collections. Yeah, that's great. So apparently sometimes they can still get hit and damaged, and if that's the case, that's fine. We're still going to collect their drops, which is what we're after. And honestly, I'm almost wondering why I have this set up as an XP farm. I might be a pain in the ass to raise that up one, but what I might do, I might actually lower this down one and just let them rain down and kill themselves, since really my goal here is just to collect a bunch of drops, you know? So, anyway, there you go. We, man, it is in full swing. This is the beauty of farms like this, is you don't have to worry about mob caps and stuff like that. They're just going to spawn crazy mobs for you. So that's a beautiful thing. We are outside the range of spawning. They cannot, the skeletons should have no way to spawn in this room. So yeah, we should be in pretty good shape on that. Yeah, I guess I'll go AFK now and check our time. And if we still have some time, maybe I'll start trying to build the potions on demand thing down here, and or the melon farm, so that we can, actually the melon farm probably makes sense to build next, because we're going to need that if we want to have any hope of making the potions. So, alright, I'm going to go AFK and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I think we're getting a little close to time here. This might be a little bit short actually, which is kind of rare for me, but yeah, I wanted to let you see this. It's been maybe 4 or so minutes or so. It seems, in doing a little experimenting, I'm getting about 50 mobs every 5 minutes, so about 10 a minute, which is pretty decent pace. Which is also why I want to have the potions on demand down here, so I can get some splash heals, because this is a great way to get XP, as it's turned out. So yeah, I guess I was really wanting this for the arrows, but I think I'm going to get a little better deal out of this, because as you can see, I was, I think, level 8 when I first started smacking these guys. I'm still not done with them, and I'm level 20. And that's, like I said, probably about 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at this point. I'm not sure how many more have fallen while I was smacking these guys around. But it looks like I'm going to get maybe level 22 when all's said and done. Yep, there we go. So level 22. There we go. Quit picking up bones. Looks like I picked up an extra bow here as well. Let's look in my inventory here. Yep, got another bow in there. Power 2 it looks like. So yeah, this is just going to be, oh man, I wish there was some way I could turn their drops into something useful. I mean, look at that. That's just such a crazy mess of stuff. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really decent little farm. Like I said, I just want the arrows, but I mean, this farm has been working for, I'm going to say, about 15 minutes, and I've already got 107, I guess 111 arrows there, it looks like. I did go ahead and throw in 6 chests. I have not started filling them yet, but obviously, ultimately, I'm going to need to, because this is going to fill up really quick. So anyway, there it is. That is the skeleton farm. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. It does help the channel out a ton. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I guess the next video, unless 1.7 comes out and derails me, which even if it does, I'm not sure that it will, I think we'll probably end up building the watermelon farm over here, and I'm not sure if Monkey Farm has a tutorial on it or something. I will probably, if I do build that down here, I'll probably just try and do a pretty thorough job of showing you how it's built, but I'm not going to do a tutorial on somebody else's invention. Sorry about that, but you know, it's really, if it's, I try to give credit where it's due, and if it's somebody's invention, then they should, if you want a tutorial, then you should ask them to, and if you want me to do it, you should ask them to let me do it, and they can contact me, but I don't think that would happen, especially with somebody like Monkey Farm who does awesome tutorials. Anyway, so yeah, I will probably end up building the melon farm here, and then depending on the time that we have left, I'll actually, you know what, I'll probably just do the potions on demand. I'll do that off camera, so that'll probably be in existence before I see you guys again, since I just did a video on that not too long ago. I don't think you guys need to see me build that again, so yeah, I might just go ahead and build that in here on my own, and then so the next video that you guys would see would definitely be the melon farm, and I think I'm going to have the room to build it down here without any problems. It's a really cool design, so I will show it to you. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Again, thumb me up if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I'm going to kill me some skeletons.